Hello friends, I am going to tell you about the different applications in Fiori. Also I am going to give you the demonstration of transactional app so that you can come to know how to create it. But before moving forward, I want to give you the brief about the different types of applications that Fiori contain, such as transactional app, Factsheet app and analytical app. These are the different type of Fiori applications. Now coming to transactional app. The most important feature of transactional app is transactional app in SAP Fiori are used to perform transactional tasks like manager employee transactions such as leave request, travel request, purchase order, material management and so on. These applications run best on SAP HANA database but can be deployed with any database with acceptable performance. Also, transactional app allow a user to run simple SAP transactions on mobile device as well as desktop or laptops. Now coming to analytical app. Analytical app are used to provide role-based real-time information about the business operations. These apps integrate the power of SAP HANA with SAP Business Suite. It basically provides real-time information from large volume of data in front-end web browser. Using these analytical apps, you can closely monitor key performance indicator KPIs. You can perform complex aggregation and calculations of your business operations and react immediately as per the changes in the market condition. Transactional app in SAP Fiori does not necessarily require SAP HANA database to run, but it can run on any database. But Factsheets, Analytical App and Smart Business run only on SAP HANA database with no exception. Now the Factsheets app. The important feature of Factsheet app is Factsheets are used to drill the key information and contextual information in business operations. In SAP Fiori tiles, you can just drill down to further details, which also allows you to navigate one fact sheet to all its related fact sheet apps. These fact sheet app also allows you to navigate to transactional app to run SAP transactions. But a few fact sheet app also provide an integration option of geographical maps. You can call fact sheets from Fiori Launchpad search result, from other fact sheets, or from transactional or analytical apps. These fact sheets app only run on SAP HANA database. If I give you an example, there is a fact sheet app with the center object having details about the vendor contract. You can drill down to further details like vendor details, contract terms, item details, and so on. Now I'm going to give you a demonstration of creating transactional app. We can create custom transactional app as well as standard transaction app. But in this video, we will be creating custom transactional app first, and I will be covering standard transaction app in my next videos. Also, I'm going to cover the analytical app and Factsheets apps in my upcoming videos. But in this video, I'm going to tell you about the custom transaction app only. There are certain terminologies such as technical catalog, business catalog, semantic object, etc., which I will be covering and explaining you at the time of encountering it. So let me give you the demonstration of creating a custom transaction app first. Now, for creating a custom transaction, we need to create catalog first. For that, we have to open SAP Fiori Custom Launchpad. For that, we need to execute transaction ui2/flpd_cust. Let me open this in Chrome. It will be opening there better. Now, for creating any application, we first need to create the catalog. There we will be creating tiles and map the target mapping. But before creating that, let me introduce you about the catalog. What are the catalogs and different type of catalogs are. Catalogs is basically a set of application you want to make available for one role. Depending on the role and the catalog assigned to the role, the user can browse through the catalog, choose application from this catalog, and then add them to the entry page of the SAP Fiori Launchpad. Basically, there are two types of catalog: technical catalog and business catalog. That I will be covering in the when we are going to create the standard transaction apps. But for now, I'm just going to create a custom transaction app. So I will be creating a normal catalog for you. Uh, I'm for this demonstration purpose, I am going to give you the demonstration of PFCG transaction app. So we are going to create that. Let give it a title as role maintenance catalog, and ID would be like ZG underscore PFCG. Now we have to create the tiles. Tiles. What is a tile? Tile is basically the it's an application. It's a basically an icon that a user is going to see over its Fiori Launchpad. He will just click on that tile and will navigate to the to the corresponding page. Like user is going to click on the PFCG tile, he or she will be redirected to the PFCG maintenance page. So let me create a tile first, then static tile. Now I'm giving the title as role maintenance demo tiles. Semantic object. Now, guys, what is the semantic object? Just understand this first. A semantic object is basically establish a link between the tiles and the target mapping. We maintain the semantic object in tiles and same in the target, so that when a user click on the tile, the corresponding target will get executed. For example, for for SU01, we have created a semantic object as ZSU01, and for PFCG, we have created a semantic object ZPFCG. Now suppose we have maintained semantic object in tile as ZSU01, and then we maintain ZPFCG in the target, which we have created for role maintenance. Then what will happen here? When a user is going to click on ZSU1 SU01 tile at the Fiori Launchpad, it will be redirecting to PFCG screen. I think it's getting confused for you, so uh, let me make this understand you better. Let me create the semantic object first, then you will be understanding it better. For creating a semantic object, just let me open this transaction slash UI2 slash SEMOPJ. This is the transition code that needed for creation of semantic object. Now ZG underscore PFCG. I created this. This is a semantic object for role maintenance. Now saving this, when we are going to save this, workbench transport request will be created. You can also just note down all the key points. This ZG underscore PFCG we have created. Now I'm going to include this in my tile. It's not showing here. Actually, sometime it happens. We need to refresh it, and we need to clear some cache. So we can do like this. I'm just reloading the page. Let me search for the tile we have created just now. Now create the tile, static tile. See, ZG underscore PSCG. We have created the semantic object in SAP system, and it is reflecting over here. I'm giving the tile name role maintenance. Role maintenance tile demo. We can also provide the subtitle keywords by which the user it can be searched for, and we can also give the icon. There are different type of icons, but this is it completely depend on the client requirement. So what the icon the client what the icon client is going to approve, so we can select it over here. So these all are not the mandatory fields. So I'm just going to skip this. Now action. I'm going to select the action as display. You can select any of these. So it depends on the action that you are going to perform this PFCG, like display, create, manage, anything you can select. But this display function does not mean that this is going to create, this is going to for the display purpose only. Here selecting a display means that you are just it will just showing that this is going to be a functional as a display only. We can provide the access for maintenance as well, but that is not going to reflect here. Okay, so we can select any one of these just to make sure that it will just indicate that this tile is going to perform as a display mode only. Now save it. This the tile role maintenance tile has been created now. So guys, I was telling you about the semantic object. Now you are get to know what are the semantic object is going to perform. I'm going to create a target mapping for this. Now first application type, select the application type as transaction. Title, we have to give the title for this target. I'm giving like role maintenance target demo. Transaction, what the transaction it is going to execute? PFCG. So this is going to use the transaction code PFCG. So that the tile we have created, we have provided a semantic object there. So that semantic object we have created at the time of that we have maintained in the tile. So that will be going to come over here as. So after that, this target will map to that tile only. I hope you guys understand this. Action, display. Now system alias. What is the system alias? System alias, we are going to maintain this from like we have to maintain the connection, that HTTP connection. This is going to when we are going to click on that when user is going to click on the web page. So that will be checking at the background. So it will go to the backend, and then the corresponding functionality will be executed. So for this, we have to maintain a HTTP connection over here. So we can find it like a HTTP connection to ABAP system. We have to maintain this over there because that HTTP the web page is going to communicate with this ABAP system. So we have to maintain it like this. It's already maintained here. Okay, so we are going to copy this and okay, so the tile has been created here. Now I'm going to assign this target to the role, because after assigning this tile to the role, then that role will be assigning to the user, so that user will get the access of this tile. For that we have to create a new role, like I'm going to create the zg underscore pfcg. I'm going to give the name of this role underscore role. Role maintenance. Now we have to select that tile that we have created. So for that we will be selecting SAP Fiori tile catalog. See, this is we have created over there, ZG role maintenance catalog. So that catalog I need to add here. Now authorize it, authorizations. I am going to give the full authorization for now. Okay, so the role has been created. Now this role I am going to assign to the user. Let's say user, I'm going to create ZG underscore test. I'm creating it as a service user type because I don't want to reset the password for it. Now I have assigned PFCG role to it. Okay, so this ZG underscore test has been created, and I have assigned the tile to this user. Now I'm going to check that whether that application is showing for this user or not. So for checking that, we need to open the Fiori Launchpad, and for that we need to execute transaction UI2 under slash FLP. This will be this. Just a moment. Let me open this in the Chrome. ZG underscore test. We have created this user. Yeah, it is showing nothing. Failed to load. Okay, guys. For every Fiori Launchpad page, user must have some certain authorization for Fiori Launchpad. He must have that. So I'm also going to tell you about. Also going to tell you how to create the Fiori Launchpad role that will be required for all type of application, because the very first thing is user need to load the Fiori Launchpad page at the very first. After that, the tiles and application will be appearing over here. but we haven't assigned any Launchpad role to the user. So there is a role that I have already created, but let me show you how to create the Fiori Launchpad role. I'm going to show you step by step execution or step by step troubleshoot of this issue, so that you can understand it better. That because you cannot remember everything, every services that need to assign to the role. So I am going to tell you step by step. So for that, I'm going to create a Fiori Launchpad role, zg underscore demo underscore launchpad. Fiori Launchpad role. Now, what must be assigned in this? Okay, so user first just check for SU53. There is also transaction code that by which we can also check the error log as well. But I will also going to tell you about that. How can we check that error logs and troubleshoot our issues? But first, let me go to SU53. Uh, let's switch it for this user. Set g underscore test. See, these all are the services that need to be activated for Fiori Launchpad. These three services, this one, and this one. So for this, I'm going to maintain all these services. Let's create a folder. The SAP Gateway Service Group Metadata. There I'm going to assign these services. For assigning these services, we need to go to this path, authorization default, selecting TADIR service. Oh, sorry. Now change the object type as service group metadata, because we are adding this service group metadata. Now I'm adding these two. Copy. Go to authorization. Generate it. Now I'm going to assign this Launchpad role to the user. Now check again. Just refresh the page. It's not showing anything. It's again failed to load catalog. Okay, just run SU53 again. Now these are the new services that are getting failed for now. So I am going to add these three services again. These are the business suite enable. I'm going to create a new folder for this service. Now follow the same path, authorization default. It's selected, already selected. Object type, now we need to select business suite enablement, because this service has been failed. Now generate the profile. Let me give the full authorization. Let's do user comparison. Now check again. See, we can see role maintenance style demo. If I'm going to click on this, it is going to show the PFCG page. It's opening, just a moment. See, this is the role maintenance page. So it's done now. Now we are able to see the application we have created from this home drop down menu, but nothing is appearing over here. The tiles is not showing over here. So for that we need to create the business group first. So let me tell you what is the business group. Business group catalog it basically contain a set of application from a business catalog that are displayed to the user by default on the entry page of SAP Query Launchpad. Basically, business group contains tiles only, not the target mapping. Okay, so let me create the business group for you, so then you will understand better. Go to the groups. Now create group. I am giving the title as role maintenance catalog group. ID selg underscore demo underscore pfcg. Now we have to create the tiles for this. Now select the catalog that we have created, that technical catalog we have created. So we need to select that. Yeah, this one. Now click on add button and then go back. This has been created. Now we have to assign this. Again, we have to assign this catalog to the user. So for that, we have to first include that business catalog in a role. So for that, just go to SAP FIORI tile group. That must be here. See, this business catalog we have created right just now. Now generate the profile. Role is already assigned with the user, so just do user comparison. No, check again. See, you are able to see the role maintenance style demo, and user can directly click on this role maintenance style demo icon and it will be redirected to here. So this is all about the custom transaction app. So after that, we can create standard transaction applications as well, that all are the already existing in the Fiori library. So that I will be covering in my next video. So for now, guys, if you have any query or any doubt regarding my sessions, so you can find my contact information into the description below. So thank you so much, guys.